EPRI, safety is at the core of all of our research. I serve as EPRI's overall lead for our safety research, and I oversee a portfolio of R&D in our enterprise-wide occupational health and safety program. In this program, or Program 62, we work on a variety of asset-agnostic topics with learnings that are broadly applicable across all aspects of electricity generation, transmission, and distribution. Our research has an overall orientation on preventing serious injuries and fatalities, or SIFs, and includes topics such as predictive analytics, safety culture, safety management systems, human performance, ergonomics, and more. Other EPRI research on worker health and safety is integrated into R&D across the Institute. Let's hear from the EPRI team now on some examples of what they're working on.
So the unique EPRI Creation Lab, which was developed through the collaboration with EPRI and an industry-leading VR environment developer, allows users to change the VR environment or adjust conditions within it to create new VR environments and scenarios. This not only allows you to modify existing scenarios, but create new scenarios that you can allow your personnel to go through and experience. For example, recreating operating experience that's just come out in an OE notice, putting your personnel in the condition of the personnel involved with the accident, and allowing them to see the accident play out in virtual reality space, and eventually make changes to prevent the accident.
EPRI research has helped utilities improve worker safety, covering many hazardous scenarios. And we do this by evaluating personal protective equipment, PPE, tools, technologies, and utility work practices. EPRI's tested PPE and tools in real-life scenarios, including things like arc-rated clothing, insulated boots, rubber gloves, hot sticks, and ropes. Hazard is vehicles making contact with overhead lines. So if a boom makes contact with an overhead line, it may energize a vehicle on the ground. So that's a hazard to workers at ground level. So our testing and modeling of that scenario has helped utilities change practices around grounding vehicles.
So we're here in our EPRI Charlotte facility. The lab that we're sitting in here today is the materials characterization lab, where we've had tremendous build out in the last 10 years to help support the energy transformation. One active project that's utilizing the capabilities in this laboratory space is the work we're doing to investigate the integrity of pipelines around the world, really, for the energy transformation, particularly if we introduce hydrogen into those pipelines and what that means for long-term operation, the integrity of the system, and so forth. One of the reasons why this is so critically important and why safety is at the upfront mind of this particular project is the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of miles of pipeline. Many of these pipelines are very old. They were built in the 1970s using older technologies that are no longer relevant or active today. And the key questions that not just our members and the larger public are asking, but really everyone is that, is it safe for these pipelines? Is it safe to introduce hydrogen up to 100% in some cases and actually repurpose these systems to help support the energy transformation? So that's one example of research that's being done in this lab that has direct safety implications.
EPRI is accumulating data from all of the various incidents that occur all around the world with respect to lithium-ion fires and lithium-ion incidents in general, to try to understand in each case what happened and how those types of incidents could be prevented or the effects could be mitigated in the future. We try to make that information available to whoever needs it to make sure that they're able to design better batteries in the future and to operate batteries in a more effective way. We also want to make sure that that information is available to first responders who are, after all, responding to these incidents as they occur, and so that they have more information about how to respond in the most effective and safe way possible. As far as workforce safety, we want to make sure that we get proper training for people who are operating the batteries themselves, as well as having proper training during the design and construction process. We also want to make sure that first responders have training available to them and the right information about the various types of batteries that are out there to make sure that they are able to respond to fire incidents in an appropriate way.